I'm just your average parent trying to do right by my kids. Never thought I'd have to, deal with something like this. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. The kids' toys were scattered everywhere. Then there was a knock at the door. My heart sank when I saw who it was.
Hello, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received a report and need to inspect your home.
I didn't know what to do. They wanted to come in, look around, talk to my kids. My hands were shaking. I felt like I was doing something wrong even though I knew I wasn't. But then, I remembered something I'd read online about knowing your rights. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, but unless you have a warrant, I can't let you in." The CPS worker looked surprised. They weren't used to parents knowing their rights. It wasn't easy, but I stood my ground. I protected my family's privacy that day. Remember, when CPS knocks, know your rights. It can make all the difference.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken, Tiff and the Punisher, sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Oof. Holy smokes, I had some difficulties in that little run there. Wow, did I have some difficulties there. That was tough. That was very, very tough. But we made it. We did it. We heard the song. I think I should say "Now Rise," when the song comes on. What do you think about it? Or not
Put your
Now
hand over
Rise.
your heart.
Now Rise. Yeah. We should start with the Pledge of Allegiance. That'd really throw everybody off. I wonder how many people out here even that they don't even know what the Pledge of Allegiance is. I mean, they know what it is, but I bet you how many people can actually recite the Pledge of Allegiance that are in our audience from verbatim, like from top to bottom? How many people? What's your guess?
Well, I guess it depends on how old they are, because we used to have to say it every day.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. And listen, we know who is in here and who's not. But if you want to give it a whirl, you think that you can do it right, I'm going to do this right here. Boom. This is the link for the show to come in. I want to hear someone recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's see if they can do it without messing up. There it is. We'll keep this open for I don't know, let's say 3 minutes. If you think that you can get this, then that's we'll keep it open. We'll do something. But other than that, what's going on there, Tiff? Other than the vote going on.
I'm just tired. But it's funny. I want to go back to the Pledge of Allegiance, right? It's been a long time since I've had a kid in school. So King's first day at school, I was like, "Oh, King, did you get to say the Pledge of Allegiance?" He said, "What are you talking about, Yaya?"
Oh yeah, because do they even say it anymore?
No.
They don't even say it, so they don't even honor. I'm gonna put this whole damn thing right off. Watch this. You people have lost your privileges. Athena says we say the pledge every veterans meeting after prayer. Well, that's good. That's good stuff right there. But that's veterans, you know. And, I mean, at school, I mean, let's think we've reverted so much that what did they used to have the morning prayer, right? They had the morning prayer, and then they did the pledge. We never were privy to the morning prayer at school, but we always had the Pledge of Allegiance for the morning announce. We came in, sat down, catch your breath, pick your wounds from getting beat up in the playground, and then looking like this right here, you're like, oh yeah, hey, no problem, I'm good. Who did that? No, the chair. And in this case, it was the chair, but. Anyway, but you come in and you say the Pledge of Allegiance, they go through the morning stuff, and on your day you win. I mean, and that was something though that gave you your sense of, we're whole, we're Americans, we're giving ourselves we're pledging ourselves to something bigger and better. It gave us unity. It gave us, all of us in unison, saying one thing together, saying that entire thing together. As much as it was a forced event. Not really forced. I mean, I don't even really remember learning the Pledge of Allegiance. I just remember we always did it, And even through high school, we did the Pledge of Allegiance. But if you guys need Oh yeah, you can keep it. You know what? I'll put it up at the bottom here. We got no takers, huh? We got no takers. Tiff, you think you can do it?
Well, I have done it because I was trying to teach it to Kingston, but what's the use in teaching it to them if they're not even saying it? It's I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Um, oh my God. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Can't even remember the rest of it, but I know at the end it says with liberty and justice for all. And the
Pleasure.
last part, it's supposed to be true, but that's probably why they took it out.
So I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
Indivisible. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. That's it. That little bit, though, think about it, that little tiny bit is what made when 9/11 happened. People stand up together at football games and be together and whole, like that one little thing. So it should be so easy for us as parents and being a part of this movement, like something so like what was that? 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Let's see, man. Here's the other part, everybody. Donald Trump changed this back to a republic. We are not a democracy. We are a republic, as it says right there. And for 5 points, does anybody know what the difference between a and no looking it up and be like, oh, do you know what the difference is between a democracy and a republic? 2 minutes.
I did look it up, but I forgot. But we've always been a republic. So every time I would hear them say democracy, I'm like, that's not in the Constitution.
Right. Well, we'll give them 2 minutes to come up with the answer. But we, well, I can't give it away yet, so I'll give away the whole answer.
It also says that we are sovereign people.
We are. We are already sovereign. Oh, you're gonna get me off the. Because what did someone just tell me about that?
You can't practice it or they'll put you behind in jail.
Well, apparently they're just doing that anyway.
Yeah, you got a
So,
point there.
yeah, I mean, what the hell? Just doing whatever they want. Alright, so Justice for all, she sings. Not the replica, Louis, not the replica. Good Lord, Louis. I don't know which one of you that is, Louis, you or if it's Susie, but we'll blame it on Susie, I guess. Yeah. But there's something that little, that whatever is enough to make everybody come together as a unit. And I'm telling you that that's what we got to do to get our grasp into CPS. I mean, we're getting there. We're definitely making progress. People are doing things. Things are getting. We're furthering the agenda for sure. It's making great strides to. I don't know. It's making great strides to. See, this is a problem. Like if we were all in unison and in unity, we would know what the number one argument is right now for us and what we've done to combat it or help it or fund it or take funding away from it or whatever. Like we would have that stuff, but we don't because we're all we're all just that. Anyway, so the difference between a republic and a democracy is this: a republic, you elect your officials, and they vote for you. A democracy is we all vote on everything. So in a republic, you don't get the opportunity to vote on the laws and all of the things that come up. You get to vote on the people who will then vote on the laws for you. That's why it's such a big deal about who you elect and what you're doing, because your say is no longer after the point of your elected official. Um, I mean, that's it. Kapoots. Um,
Well, they need to
so,
get it together because they're failing the American people.
mm, oh man, which ones?
The representatives that we're voting for. We have the right to vote. We need to vote their asses out and put some people in that is really going to do something.
Right. Instead of sit there and you know bastardizing us, like instead of taking their time out of their day. Oh, good for you, Debbie. Yay. Um, sit there and chastising and bastardizing us and all that. Take all that energy you've got focused and teach some family relatives a little bit of this stuff, this little bit of history, and this little bit of knowledge that hopefully will be reignited in this country again. Yeah, that's just all we can hope for. Be done.
Darren, do you have a long day?
No,
I just wondered. I like that shirt.
I
Where'd you
did.
get it?
Oh, yeah, come on. Where else did I get it?
Oh my God.
$5. I got it from Mary actually, but when I was upstairs after I just did my cleaning, I saw it there on the waiting to get hung up rack on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, right there, that's perfect. She won't mind if I wear it right now." And what's the first damn thing that she said when I got it on? "Thought you bought that for me," but I was already running behind, so I'm like, "Damn it!" But anyway, I got to borrow it from her. It's very nice. It's it makes it look like it's gracefully used, I guess. You know what I mean? It's got like comes with the dirt on it type stuff. Can't really see it, but it looks like a layer of filth already has gone on it. You know what I mean? Like you've been dusted. It doesn't have a cigarette burn in it, so that's good. But I'm sure that they do have those shirts. And if they don't, I'm gonna start making those ones. Just who the hell wouldn't want a pre-date burn cigarette shirt? I'm sure 8 out of 10 people here would like to have that, so they can at least blame the other people. So what do we got going on, Tiff? Next rally. Let's talk about it.
All right. June 22nd.
June 22nd.
At 1:00.
Yeah.
The girls are working on flyers. It's actually gonna say Tiff and the Punisher / Warriors, because I called them my little warriors.
Oh shit! Look at you open my fire. Okay. Tiff and the Punisher
/ Warriors.
Tiff and Punisher / Warriors, just Warriors.
Yep. Because there's like 10 of them.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna say the Truth Rally. I'll have to send it to you. They sent me a text message earlier. And I didn't see it till right before I came on. But as soon as I get it, I'll email it to you so you can put it up.
You know what? I'm going to tell you a quick funny story about the Warriors. I'm done telling stories for today. No more history, no more stories. So when we were traveling south to go purchase a couple vehicles just recently, I stopped at a truck stop in I think it was like New Jersey or something, right above Washington area, And I was in the store, and those reflective sweatshirts, like you wear if you're like a trucking guy or you're outside or whatever. These really badass ones, like the reflective stripes, and they were yellow and black, and had American flags and said Warriors on it and all this stuff. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. It was $60. So the only way I could get away with buying something that was that expensive and all this type and still enjoy it is I gotta buy it in the name of Mary. Oh yeah, here babe, I got you a sweatshirt, right? Well, I didn't realize till after the fact that I lost the sweatshirt. When they picked up the rental car from us, so got in with the rental car. Maybe I'll get it back one day, maybe I won't, I don't know. But anyway, we were at another truck stop coming back, and everything in there's Warriors. What the hell is all this Warrior stuff? Well, that's the freaking Washington Redskins that you don't call them Redskins anymore. It's the Washington, I guess it's the Washington Warriors or whatever. And I had no idea. So here I'm thinking of buying this stuff, thinking it's like this cool, like trucker apparel and everything. It was just NFL apparel I was buying. I couldn't freaking believe it. Couldn't believe it. So, yeah, that's that. But anyway, moving along at this rate of speed. So we're gonna make June 22nd. Tiff and the Punisher and the Warriors are showing up to rally in
Winchester.
Where at?
I believe it's going to be at Jim Barnett Park.
Just Jim Barnett Park.
Yep.
Is that B with the B?
B as in boy.
Really? Jim Barnett Park. Is that going to be another Sunday?
Yeah, we're going to do them on Sundays until September, because then football season starts and none of the guys are going to come out. So then
everybody be wearing Warrior apparel.
Then we're going to move into the Hanley Library on a Saturday.
Oh, handy.
So it's got an auditorium.
Oh, good. So then we'll be nice and warm in there.
Yeah, we'll do that through the winter.
Yeah, maybe we get cheerleaders and stuff in there. That would be cool. Have the high school cheerleaders come in there and do like a cheer and everything for like freedom and the Constitution and stuff. That'd be nifty.
Well, we can try.
What's their Oh Jesus, Louis, be careful. I'm driving a rental car from Georgia. Be very careful. Yeah, Louis, right, of all people driving a rental car, first and foremost. Louis, be careful. Yeah, Louis he'll tell you some jokes, man, this guy, Louis. Oh, man, my cousin. He'll have you nonstop. He's that joke teller that you got to have him leave because your gut just busts too much. You're like, just get away from me, please. Don't get near me anymore. I don't want to hear any more jokes. Yeah, it's fun. Sorry. But Sunday, what time?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. That's 1,300 hours for you military folk.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to go live.
Oh, we're going to be live, all right.
They're printing 1,000 flyers, and they're taking them everywhere.
1,000 flyers. What would be fun is get one of those airdrops. Like they do in the war, plaster the place with the flyers. Oh Lord. We miss you too, Deidre. But we're just trying to focus right now because I have a hard enough time doing the focus myself, as you can see. Back to where we were. So live, we're gonna do 1,000 flyers. Are we teaching? What are we teaching that day?
That day we're doing 50 of the 154 cases. And then the next one, we're doing another 50. And then, so that'll take us to July. Then in August, we'll finish those up. And then September, we'll have to do a whole other curriculum because we're going to be inside then.
Yeah, everything will change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So we have the good lineup. We're going over all those cases. If you want that stuff too, we can get it. They can email you or me or whatever, right? And we can send it to you all. That way, guys all can overlook the 154 cases. If you want to get ahead of us or ahead of the game here, there she is, Miss Danielle. Uh, Make sure you guys check her out. She's Danielle has a show unmasking foster care corruption, but also she's whatever. If there's a little gap in time, Danielle fills it, and I mean she does it, man. She's been doing the shorts, she's been doing a lot of stuff, and she's really getting it out there for us. She got invited to be on the RFK. What is it, Danielle? The RFK Health and Human Services Committee for something. I don't recall what it was, but it was like, to deal with CPS and stuff. Somehow she got on that.
Good
So
job.
with you being on your committee, changing the world down there in Virginia, her being on that, doing that wherever that takes her, I'm not sure. You guys can check her show out and get more answers, or if she wants to give them to us right now. Grant
She said
review.
she's doing grant reviews.
So we know where to send the ones for our 501k.
Right.
US HHS ACF grant review. That's pretty nifty. ACF. Okay, Health and Service ACF. Do you know what ACF means? I don't.
I think it's part of CPS.
Adult Child Family Grant Reviewer. Is a Health and Human Services.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Danielle. That's awesome.
We were both just staring like, what is ACF, Danielle? Jesus, hell in a handbasket. You're making us look like. I knew it. I knew I was close. Administration of Children and Families. I got to write this down. So Danielle is on the. So that's cool. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. So we're making strides, guys. We're getting things done. Of course, Brenda's got big things coming. She's a bombshell all the time. But yeah, make sure you guys check out all their shows too. We are all together in one. See, we're packing it up here. We're trying to teach everybody else, group in amongst us. Get in there with us, guys, because we need to show our force. We got to show their size that we are. I mean, I can do it.
That's one of the reasons that they came to me the weekend after the rally and was like, "Oh, Tiff, we got to have rallies every month because we're picking up momentum." And I'm like, every month? They were like, yes. I said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything else for the rest of my life, so might as well. Let's go.
She said my comments are slow.
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
Yeah, Trump needs to pardon him. He pardoned the sheriff here that was convicted of, I think, money laundering and taking bribes and all that. He pardoned him. He's from Virginia.
He needs to. All right. Yeah, you got that right. You got that. Well, I mean, it'll be a road trip to Virginia, but we get bigger than that. As soon as we get people. Oh, now this coming to your house. You got cats over there?
Huh?
The things throwing stuff at you now at your house?
The cat jumped over and I thought it was Cairo.
Oh, all
So hold
right.
on, I gotta go move him.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that, Danielle. We can all go meet up in Jesus. That was like warp speed.
Well, yeah, because I shoe him.
Oh, all right. Easy enough.
Yeah, y'all need to come here so you all can all talk at the rights rally.
Yep, we sure will.
Because the one after June 22nd is going to be July 27th.
And then the one after that is going to be.
Let me look at my calendar. It's going to be in August. Either the 24th or the 31st.
24th. Okay. Cool. All right. So we got the summer planned out for us. I really would love to put together like a big concert. It'd be great to put a big festival together. Like a big. I mean, I say big. I say my hope should be 1,000 people. But like a big good. Some country music singers and some southern rock singers, and maybe some reggae guys, maybe a little, just a little bit of everything. Um, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. All the money benefits our cause. Not meaning like our cause like for us, but our cause where we want our things to go to and so on. Um, and just got. I think that we could pull something like that off. I think that would be a good way to get us all together in whole as a group and show our numbers. I think that would be great. And then next year, maybe 2 or 3,000 or a million. Who knows? But like I don't remember if it was here that we were talking about or if it was somewhere, if it was a different show. But until we can get to that million-man march going down the Capitol Boulevard, I mean, until we can get to that, um, we're gonna have a hard fight. We really are. Like it's gonna be, and it has. You've been fighting for 30 years. How much change have you seen implemented, or how many things have you seen changed, but they've gone back to what they were, or they've, what I mean, they've bounced back, or they've gotten worse or better. You know what I mean? Like, what have you seen? The number one thing that you used to advocate for that now is either non-existent or whatever.
Well, the biggest thing I always advocated for was to put the children with a family member. That's happening, but it's not happening enough. And because what I found out when we did that one webinar was the reason there's no money in kinship is because the state doesn't get reimbursed for kinship through the federal government. Only foster money does. And that's something we have to change.
No, I agree. Because why does the family members not get any? Because that's what that. So what's the? Want to give everybody a definition of what the kin or kinship is?
You lose your train of thought.
No, I was asking you. Do you want to tell everybody what kinship is and what the
Well,
difference
between fictive kin and kinship?
Yeah, and what that means to, and then foster family, right? Like, what's
Okay.
the difference?
So foster care is typically with strangers, right? So they rather pay a stranger to take care of your kids versus giving them to like me, a grandmother, or an aunt, an uncle, a sibling. And fictive kin is somebody who has a relationship with the child, like a teacher, daycare. It can be anybody who's got a relationship, right? But here's the thing. If you do a kinship placement and you don't sign up to be quote unquote a kinship provider through the state, you won't get any money. And the money that you do get is not the same as a foster family because you're considered kinship or fictive kin. And that money is only paid through the state, where foster care is paid through the state. And then the state, the money back from the federal government. And we need to reverse that.
Right, so it's a big freaking whirlwind of just
We need to help these families that say, you know what? I'm grandma. I'm going to step up and I'm going to take care of these kids. But they need Medicaid, food stamps, TANF. They need this stuff. This is what they're entitled to because their parents can't do it. But oh no. But you put a kid in foster care, they'll give you money to get a bed, diapers, food. It doesn't matter what you need the money for. They're going to give it to you. And that's wrong. That's wrong.
literally like stuffing it down your shirt, like just shush, take it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
Then
why they make you sign up to be like, even if you're in kin, you have to go and take their foster parent classes and become a certified. I think it's a certified foster home, right? Like it's not just it's a complete like package. You got to be foster parent certified, but that's why, because they're getting CPS is getting X amount of money for each foster home they're putting these kids in and all of that. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, I knew that, but I was just kind of being.
I sent the state a letter. I said, look here, I am a grandmother and I have kinship and I have custody of 2 of my grandchildren. I do not want a contract with the state, but I believe that these kids are entitled to the same money that you would pay a foster home. They replied with, if you do not become a foster parent, you are not entitled to any money. I said, well, fuck you. Exactly
Yeah.
what I said. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Wow. If you don't do this our way, you don't get jack shit.
Correct.
Wow. Not even nothing. Not even a smidgen. Not nothing. Wow.
Nope.
That's pretty disgusting.
It is
Really?
disgusting.
Man.
Dr. Death, I sent it to Darren. I finally got it in a PDF, and Darren will send it to you.
Do it right now while we're all here. Smells like type of cologne. Oh, nail polish remover. That's what it is. That's my favorite cologne. Nail polish remover.
Oh, God.
Dude. Oh, that's why I'm all silly right now, because she got her nail polish going up there.
Oh, Lord.
Put it away.
Yeah, like I need any help,
Seriously.
Yeah, watch my eye, folks.
Cover's on. The cover's on.
Yeah. It's not going crooked, is it? No. All right, we're getting straight right now. So here, guys, if you ever see me, and I would just mention this while we're just kind of having a slow light day, this eye right here will go. You'll see it when it happens. So I have narcolepsy. That's one of the telltales that I'm going to start falling asleep. But see, I don't know that it's happening. So like when I'm like shutting my eyes and kind of doing this thing, I have no clue it's even happening. I don't think I missed a beat. Like I can still. That's why I come right out of it and I'll talk to you. Like I don't even realize that. You know what I mean? Like I can hear it. I can. Like I don't think I can hear it. I can't hear it, but I can subconsciously hear it, and it's weird. It's very strange because all of a sudden it's like 8 seconds went by, and I'm like watching people like you looking at me like, Darren, or whatever, but it's crazy. Yes, Dr. Death, I'm gonna do it right now. So yeah, that's what happens there. And that's the things to look for. And like I said, you see my and then I'll have to stand up or do something different, change my positioning. Otherwise, it's lights out for Darren.
Well, I don't know what my excuse is, because I'm going to tell you, the minute my head hits that pillow tonight, I'm going to be out.
Oh, well, that's different. You hitting the pillows, oh my God, it feels so good. When you're diving towards it, it's ice cold. You know what I mean? Oh man, there's no better feeling than that. Whew. Well, there's a couple. But, all right, here we go. Inbox. Let's get Dr. Death this list. That way I can't be held accountable for it anymore. Um, what
I
else?
don't
Did
know
you
if
hear
he
anything
wanted.
else? Oops, sorry.
I don't know if he wanted that, Darren, and the 154 cases. He just said what you were reading. Well, we were reading a lot of stuff that night.
And, Todd and Julie Crisley reunite for the first time in 2 years as they released from prison. Okay, looks good. Um,
We got to get our shirts because we have some, but we need more.
Oh, I'm in the wrong damn stupid. I'm like, where is this stuff? And why is my South Berwick stuff coming into this? Oh, FBI to release video proving how Jeffrey Epstein died.
Oh,
So what's your guess on that one? Oh, I'm asking a lot of guesses this today, huh?
I don't care about Epstein. We already know that CPS is involved with all this shit. We just got to be able to prove it. And yes, you have to fill out the color of law form. You put, I think I have one. I have one in here in my file somewhere. Yes, you fill it out. You put your name, whoever you're serving it on, what rights were violated, and then you sign at the bottom. You have it notarized and you have it served. I had I had a guy call me and I said his neighbor was being a real bitch. Okay, I'd have been in jail if I lived beside her. But anyway, I said serve her with the color of law form, so I sent him a copy. He takes it to the police department and they're like, boy, I've never had a private citizen serve another private citizen with the color of law form. And I said, that's what he told me. I said, it doesn't matter. You can serve it on anybody because she's abusing what little bit of power she has on her property
Yeah.
and forcing it onto your property. She's abusing her power. They served her. She ran from them for 3 weeks, but they finally served her.
She ran from him for 3 weeks. That's freaking awesome.
And she was charged with trespassing and destruction of property. And she's on probation. And this woman is almost 70 years old.
Oh. See, babe, we're not doing so bad.
I saw his body cam or his cameras. He would send me the clips. This lady would go out in her yard, pull her weeds, and purposely throw them in his yard. She would go out at night and in front of the house yell, boom. Oh, right then and there, I'd have went to jail. I'd have punched her in her mouth. So finally, she got charged. I told him, you're a better person than me.
So what comes next? All right, so you get say you served me with a 1983. What's the next thing that happens?
Well, what that does is, because at the very bottom, it tells you to cease and desist. If you continue, then you can sue them in federal court for the violations, right? Because they're taking away your peace, your happiness, your liberty, right? Because they're taking all of that. And that's part of your life. So you can sue them. And you can probably press criminal charges on them. Well, that's what happened to her.
Right.
Well, after you serve it, At the
Yeah.
bottom, it says cease and desist. If they do not cease and desist, then you
Okay.
take it to federal court.
And then you say that these people have violated and so on,
And they
you
were
report it.
warned
Yep.
because that's what it is. It's your one and only warning.
Babe, there's some things that we just haven't done yet. Yeah, I mean that's wow. I never thought of doing that. I mean, I thought of doing a season assist, but to someone, but never have I thought of a 1983.
Well, that's what's in there. When the county kept coming over here bugging me, the
Yeah.
last time they came here, I said, you show up at my house one more time, I'm serving you with the color of law form. And he said, whoa, Miss Wise. This is between you and him. I said, but you're participating because you are coming here. Stop participating. That was it.
See you later, bye.
So as soon as I said color of law form, he knew exactly what I was talking about, and he backed up off of me.
It's good. It's good that it has that much power. You know, it really is. I mean, you could give that to your local police department, right? If they're harassing you, if
You can give it to anybody.
See, this is where my gray area is at what point, like, what determines whether or not they're abusing their power? Like, what is, like, is it like a blatant or what's that word? Vagrant?
Blatantly.
Blatantly or a vagrant use of like harassment things? Like, what is it exactly that you would nail down as a misuse of power? You know,
Well, first
like,
of all, any state actor
Mhm.
that violates your rights, that's abuse of power.
Okay.
Any social worker that oversteps their bounds because they have no power and removes your child without a removal order and an affidavit of truth is abuse of power.
Okay.
Harassment is abuse of power.
Mhm.
If you Google color of law form, it will pop up. Click on it, download it, and print it.
Yes, sir. All right. Back to the ranch. I'm doing this so that we can't get in trouble from Dr. Death.
Color of law form.
Send it to abolish, correct?
Yeah, I said it this morning. The color of law form is a violation warning, denial of rights under color of law. This is what you want to look for. And I'll send it to Darren right now.
That's me.
I just sent it to abolish.
All right. What, baby?
And the other one I sent you is the pro se stuff. Let me see if I can find it. I can send it again.
I have the one, the color of law one that you just gave me.
Yeah.
I have.
Hold on, I'm going into.
Right here, or is that just oh yeah, okay, pro se rights right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're sending that one to Dr. Death.
Yeah, and I just resent it to you.
Oh, nifty. This is what we would need. Dismissal, those are 660. Yep. Okay. There's that one, and then the other one is the 154. Right? That he wants.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I just sent you another one, just in case, of the void orders. It's 6 pages. And I thought I sent you the one about codes and statutes, too.
What the hell's going on here?
Oh, I did.
What the hell happened? Cancel. What the hell happened?
Oh, well.
Here we go. All right, I'm back. Here I am. I'll take care of that stuff after, I guess, because it's messing with some stuff, I guess.
What is?
Hello?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What did you say? I'm just resending you the emails real quick. Okay. I just resent all of them to you. You're welcome. Don't play with these people. You can also trespass CPS. But when you trespass them, you have to put CPS and the entire department. I can't hear you.
Why can I not hear you?
I can hear you now.
It's silent.
I can hear you now.
Talking? And you're choking on a cough drop, so that's awesome. We should be able to call.
Actually, it was a little piece of ice that went down my throat.
Well, sure can't, Nita. There's Gunner.
Hey, Gunner.
Oh, you know what? I want you guys to check this. Danielle sent this today. Let me see if I can get the.
You can trespass anybody off your property.
This is pretty darn cool. Let's see here. Let's see, Danielle sent it. It's right here, I believe. Yes. All right. Cool. It's right here. So I'm gonna share this with you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Share screen. Share. All right.
Attorneys in history, judges and attorneys, some of the most disgustingly corrupt parasites that exist among us. Tyndall's target is the family court system of Birmingham, Alabama. Tyndall's lawsuit names 47 different defendants, including numerous judges of the Jefferson County Domestic Relations Court. The allegations in Tyndall's lawsuit include racketeering, extortion, fraud, invasion of privacy, false imprisonment, and yeah, even kidnapping. We've talked about the CPS child trafficking racket. So what's going on in this case exactly? Well, viewers of this program can take a guess. We've spent a lot of time covering the hideous corruption of our family court system, how it snatches up vulnerable children, takes them away from their families, their parents, on the slightest pretext, even made up completely false, whole cloth pretext, just to drop them in the foster care systems that molest them and abuse them and destroy them and yes, even kill them. Well, the biggest motivation, of course, is simply financial. More kids in the system means more federal dollars. The federal government isn't the only way that a family court system can get cash. They can also simply just extract it through extortion from its clients. According to Mr. Tyndall, the Birmingham family court system has developed into what he calls the enterprise. So in essence, it's just a racket of legal collusion that intentionally drags out cases that lawyers can pocket more in legal fees from. Parents are basically forced to go along with things because they're threatened with losing their kids in family court disputes if they make too much of a fuss. It's one of the most appalling things that we've ever seen in our court system. And this is a country with pretty appalling courts sometimes. Scott Tyndall joins us now to talk more about this. Scott, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Stu. I appreciate being on your show today and giving us a chance to tell this story.
Yeah, and please do, because I think that a lot of people don't really understand the full magnitude of what's happening here.
Yeah, it's really sad. What we have here are people who clearly know the difference in right and wrong and choose to do wrong. They're choosing to destroy families. They're choosing to abuse their positions, to abuse every bit of authority we give them in the hopes that they're going to protect families and children, and instead they just exploit families and children for their own personal gain. And what started as what we thought was maybe an isolated incident has now turned into what we now know is what we call the enterprise.
Check that
It's a
stuff out, guys.
criminal organization of attorneys, judges, medical providers, other people in the community who intentionally destroy families' lives with no concern for the children or the parents.
Darren, can you send that to
solely
me?
in an attempt to make more money.
Give us.
So I don't know what you're saying, Tiff, or what's being said, but I know that we're at that point in time where we've reached our thing. Check that guy out, the Stu Peters show. I asked him to come on the show, so we'll cross our fingers, see if we can get him on here. But he's got a lot of good information on there. Everybody should check it out. But,
Where's it on? What's it on?
hey, it's the weekend, baby.
What's Stu's show on?
That meant for us to remember because it's Thursday.
Yeah, that's not what I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Was it?
I'm gonna do this part. Yes, Danielle, it sure is. Same one. So yeah, everybody, have a good Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll be back on Monday, and be ready to learn some more things and stuff. But don't forget, you got Danielle, you got Brenda, you got Gunnar, you got a whole bunch of new stuff coming up next week. So stay tuned. CPS breaking news. We're gonna break the face into CPS. So have a good night. CPS, we're coming for you.
Fighting for our kids, answering the call. Our devotion's strong, we won't stall. Freedom's light will shine proud for all. In every town across this great land, voices united, ready to withstand. From city streets to the desert sand, together we'll take a bold stand. Each parent's heart beats brave and true, following the path paved red, white, blue. Armed with rights we'll push on through, for the innocent lives we must rescue. Stand up, USA, don't let them fall. Fighting for our kids, answering the call. Our devotion's strong, we won't stall. Freedom's light will shine proud for all. Each parent's heart beats brave and true, following the path paved red, white, blue. Armed with the rights we'll push on through, for the innocent lives we must rescue. Stand up, USA, don't let them fall. Fighting for our kids, answering the call. Our devotion's strong, we won't stall. Freedom's light will shine proud for all.
Imagine being a child who has been torn away from their security blanket, their parents, the ones who stop the boogeyman from terrorizing the nights and curing their boo-boos when they scrape their knees. Now just imagine how they mightst feel when the CPS meant to protect them tears them away from their supposed abusers and places them with strangers who have zero comforting skills. They need to be calmed. They are confused, lost, panicked, and needing their parents, but CPS took them away for the purpose of saving them. The kids don't even know why, and they are told that the parents they attach to no longer want them. What do you think that does? Do you think that this is how protecting children is supposed to look? Abolish CPS.